Hey, welcome back to another episode of Sanders Aquatics. It's Sunday morning. What we do every Sunday morning almost, we're taking and we're delivering fish to pet stores. We do this on almost a weekly basis. Last couple of weeks has been a little short here. We've had some nasty weather. Haven't been able to get out and about real well. So a few tips, tricks, things we've learned as far as selling to pet stores, what they're looking for, and how things work. Most important thing I can say, keep it professional. Don't come in looking like you just got rolled out of bed, come in pajama pants, wearing your house shoes. Keep it nice. In this profession, nice is nice pair of blue jeans. You ain't got no holes in them. You ain't got big stains on them. And a nice t-shirt that ain't got no holes in it, no stains on it. And, if you're supporting your brand and, like we're probably going to get some shirts or something made to say Sanders Aquatics and we'll show up there. But these guys are running a business too. They don't need you. You need them to be able to get up and moving. So for us, we used a niche. We have a fish, the Turkana jewel, that best I can tell, nobody in this area is breeding. It got our foot in the door to be able to talk and have some interest. But these guys aren't going to sell hundreds of this fish in a week. They're a hot commodity, but they're still expensive, and only so many people have room for them in their tanks, and they're a specific fish. But it did allow us to get our foot in the door and say, hey, we have a fish nobody else carries. That has brought interest in, and some of the pet stores that we're selling to, they're starting to buy some of the other stuff. Like today, we're going to take to 2 different pet stores. We got one that's going to buy some of our angelfish from us. They're buying some more Turkana jewels from us, and they have interest. We've got some grammies and stuff that are up and running and ready to go. But keep in mind, these guys are not going to sell hundreds and hundreds of these fish. So only produce what you can actually get rid of. It doesn't make any sense. So like we have two different mamas and papas that are breeding out our Turkana jewels. That's enough to sell to where we're going and the folks that we're selling to. They, to get and branch out, I can make thousands of these fish. I've gotten really good at it and I've got it perfected, and I can make thousands and thousands in a month, but it doesn't do you any good if you don't have anywhere to get rid of them. You're just breeding fish and keeping them alive, because the purpose of this is to try to make a little bit of money. But you also, when you go in and you're talking to the folks at the pet store, stay professional, but ask them what they're looking for. Have an open conversation. Hey, this is what I'm doing. We're trying to breed. We got, X amount of tanks. Maybe show them some pictures of some of your tanks if they're interested. If they're busy, don't bother them. Drop your fish and get out of there. They're running a business too. And keep that mindset while you're doing this. You're running a business as well, so you want to have a good business relationship. You don't want to interrupt their business, don't want to mess with anything. So when you're working with them, talk about times that work well. Hey, I want to bring fish. What works well for you? Hey, I've got the ability to breed different species. What are you looking for? What do you need? What would you buy from me if I do it? Like I've had some that said breed discus. I'm not ready to breed discus yet. They told me to breed some of the new laser koi cats, the greens and the oranges. I've got some oranges that I'm going to be putting in one of the tanks I just set up. We'll get them and breed them. But that's important. These guys don't need all of the rare fish. The rare fish don't move. It's about how much money can they make per tank in a shop. If people are buying gouramis like crazy, breed some gouramis, take them to them. You're not going to get as much for them. You're going to get a couple bucks a piece for them. At best, the rule of thumb when you're selling to a pet store, they're probably going to give you 30% of what they're getting. If they're getting $12 a fish, you're probably going to get 4. They got to make money too. They're going to lose some. And in that process, some fish are going to die. Some fish are going to fade off. But don't take them to poor quality fish. You want to take them the best, the prettiest, what you have. You want them to remember your fish and be like, man, I got to get more of these when I run out. And you want to be that person that they go to. It's important to them. But it also allows you to branch out and be able to sell more species and create a relationship and a working relationship with these guys. It's important if you're trying to grow a business. We're going to take out and we're going to go and we're going to find some more pet stores that we know are about an hour away from us. We're going to take an adventure here next weekend, and we're going to go mingle, and we're going to look at fish, and we'll probably buy stuff because I have an addiction, I guess. It doesn't hurt anybody. It just hurts me, and I continue to buy tanks and set things up, and I love it. My family's really getting into it, and we're having a good time with this. We're not trying to hang the moon. We're trying to make a few bucks, maybe make back what we invest into it. But we're also able to go through and show breeding tips and tricks and things that we're doing and how we're going about it. When you're taking fish to these pet stores, keep it professional as well. Don't come in with a bucket of fish. That's somebody that is abandoning fish or had a tank bust or something along those lines. You want to get you some bags off of Amazon or off of wherever you get them from. We buy them off Amazon. We have several different sizes. It's $20 or something for 100 or so. It's cost you 5 cents a delivery for each thing you're doing. And if you're getting $40 or $50 for it, and $40 or $50 you weren't getting, and it cost you 5 cents to get it, it's well worth it because it looks professional. Don't show up with them in a bucket or in a bag that you had from PetSmart that's got PetSmart's logo on it. You don't. That's not what they want. They want to keep it professional and keep it nice and neat and pretty as well. But show you a couple like different species like we know these guys are going to want. Like we've got our Pracox rainbows that are breeding out. These guys take forever to grow up, but it's a cheap fish that they keep in there. It's a great dither fish, and everybody looks for them. They're really, really pretty. We're going to breed some tiger barbs. I'm not a super fan of the tiger barb, but a tiger barb, if you go into any pet store, they probably have them in there. And if you're going in and you're selling your high quality, like us, our jewels, nobody has jewels, but we're going to go sell them jewels, and we're going to sell Pracox rainbows, and we're going to sell tiger barbs, and we're going to be able to sell gouramis as long as you're developing a solid relationship with these guys. And the fish that you're bringing them aren't sick, and you take them the best of the best. Every once in a while, go through and pick the pick of the litter. Like we'll take our jewels, and our new breeding colony, we took the prettiest ones out of it. We're growing out a new batch, and this new batch, these fish are prettier than the last one. So, but like the next one, we have an albino that we got out of this. We're going to intentionally try to breed this albino and see if we can get a new species. It's going to be fun. But keep what they want. Make sure you're talking to them. Stay engaged. Angelfish are a great fish to breed. Everybody wants angelfish, but these guys will produce hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of babies once you get them to that point that they're producing, and you're able to keep them out. They can't sell that many of them. They don't want that many of them, and you're going to end up with a whole bunch of fish that you can't get rid of, unless you just got just this huge revenue that you're lots of folks that you can sell to. But your average guy like me, I work a whole lot, and I only have limited time that I can get out and about. Your big pet stores, and I'm not going to name names. I don't know if I'm allowed to on YouTube or not, but your big chain stores, they have their own fisheries. They have no interest. They're not going to buy your fish. They're not going to. They get their own. They can make them. They're doing exactly what you're doing, but on a massive scale, and they have millions of dollars to back it up. So stay with your local mom and pop shops. They always want locally bred stuff. It looks great. When you come in there and you're seeing something that's locally bred, it's bred in your waters. Your pHs are right, and all of your water parameters are the same for the guy that lives 10 miles down the road from you that's buying it from a pet store. And these fish were raised and bred and grew up in the same waters that I'm about to put them in. I don't have to mess with anything. I don't have to buffer anything. I don't have to change anything. But in closing, like I said, keep it professional. It's a business. It's a business for them. It's a business for you. If you don't approach it that way, you might as well just go ahead and give up and breed to have fun. But if you're after to try to make a little bit of money, which that's what we're after, we'll show you what's been working. But for us, we go every Sunday. We deliver fish. We make a few $100. Have a good time with it. But stay professional, stay classy. Like it, share it, comment. Thanks again for watching Sanders Aquatics.